When we issued eCash back in the 1990s, users created their own secret cryptographic signing keys. And these keys gave them exclusive control over transfers of their own money, but only within accounts at that single bank. Cryptocurrencies today, though storage technology for the ledger has changed, are really just the same thing. User-created cryptographic signing keys give exclusive control over transfers within that single cryptocurrency. But incredibly, direct user-controlled transfers between cryptocurrencies has remained impossible. Trading of cryptocurrencies today, because users cannot transfer between cryptocurrencies, must necessarily all go through intermediaries. And with the huge volumes traded between cryptocurrencies, the friction caused by these intermediaries includes not only significant custody and settlement risk, but the extraction of tens of billions of dollars in explicit fees. So the fundamental challenge is to find a way for people to keep control while directly transferring between cryptocurrencies, reducing friction and giving people access to global liquidity and pricing. No smart contracts, no trust-based OTC, no simulations on a single blockchain, no black box custodian exchanges, a pure crypto solution. Not only would this, in the short term, be a huge step towards true decentralization for cryptocurrencies, but in future equities and commodities trading, where friction likewise includes hundreds of billions in fees and creates existential systemic risk, it would also be disruptive. Suppose, as today, Bobby has a key to Bitcoin on her smartphone and Elliot has a key to ETH on his phone. How can they safely swap these coins just by communicating between the two phones? A technology that's already in use was an unobvious starting point. Two parties create a so-called joint custody key so that both parties must agree on every transfer made with it. A cryptographic way to build in rules governing such transfers surprisingly led to the breakthrough. Enter Liquifinity, user-controlled direct transfers and trading between cryptocurrencies. Such joint custody with governing rules can be thought of as a vault. Vault is created by cryptographic messages sent between phones that define its rules. These rules in turn define how cryptocurrency, once transferred into a vault, can be transferred out. Overall, a swap between two phones proceeds in 3 steps. First, Bobby and Elliot's phones conduct a protocol to create the swap's 2 vaults, one for each cryptocurrency. Second, Bobby and Elliot each transfer the cryptocurrency they wish to swap into the respective vault. And third, a novel, gamified protocol between the phones ensures neither party fails to hand over its cryptocurrency. Only 2 rules need to be baked into the vaults. First is the refund safety rule. The BTC vault protects against Elliot not moving forward with the swap by allowing refund of BTC back to Bobby. Vaults predefine partial keys for this rule, such that any 3 of these partial keys can send the coin back to the phone that originally supplied the cryptocurrency. Each partial key is created, already encrypted, for a respective pseudonymous, properly incentivized but almost never contacted refund agent. Second is the swapping rule. The BTC vault defines transfer of its Bitcoin to Elliot. It uses just one matching key that is randomly hidden among a collection of non-matching keys, as we'll see. The 2 smartphones similarly create the ETH vault, which has the roles reversed. Elliot will be the beneficiary of any needed refund of the ETH, and Bobby the beneficiary of the swap. Once both vaults are in place, Bobby can safely transfer her Bitcoin to the BTC vault, as can Elliot transfer his ETH to its vault. If one phone funds as it should, but the other phone does not fund, the phone that funded can simply initiate a refund. Typically, however, both parties fund their respective vaults. And then a probability game begins. For each round of this game, each phone is to specially encrypt the next potential matching key before sending it to the other phone. But because decrypting this special encryption is designed to take a relatively long time compared to the synchronized communication phone to phone, a phone cannot learn the other phone's potential key before it must send its own potential key. Thus, a phone that tries to cheat is revealed in that round. So unless it, in effect, bets with extreme luck on the single winning round, the cheating phone almost always loses everything, including, in some systems, a commitment fee. When, without cheating, the round with the matching keys is conducted, it is the execution of the swap. Bobby gets the ETH, and Elliot gets the Bitcoin. What about deployment? Turns out that existing open source joint custody code and crypto wallet infrastructure are all that's needed, apart from the addition of the governing rules, which is a relatively small technical project. So the roadmap looks like a minimum viable product with fixed lot sizes aimed at a sweet spot between over-the-counter and lit venue exchanges, then the fee-free any-chain retail app based on the LQF token, and ultimately disrupting traditional equities and commodities markets.